What's going on? It's Astronaut H, and this is the What More Do You Want Network. Now, in this video, I will be discussing Netflix series Starting Five, and of course, as you guys know, I've been reviewing each episode one by one in the series, and now I've watched episode 6, which opens up with Anthony Edwards and his soon-to-be mother of his child discussing, just how things are going to be, being as though Anthony Edwards was going to be a new parent and things like that. And she just was speaking about, him being a dad and maturing, and that same thing that was Edwards was speaking about, like being, figuring things out, what everybody did right and what everybody did wrong, and paying attention to all those things like that. And just how, being a dad, and that was going to make him, I guess, mature a little, even though he still liked to play a lot and things like that. So that's good to see. You get to see guys, bring new additions to their family during the course of the season and things like that. But he did say one thing though. He was hoping that the baby would not come on game day. So that was something that, because he wanted to, like he said, he wanted to play in the game. So, if the baby was to come, he would have to leave early and things like that. So that was definitely interesting to see. Now you fast forward to LeBron James, getting on the plane and speaking about All-Star. Now here's one thing that was really, really, interesting, because LeBron James, at 39, 20 plus years in the league, the man has been on more All-Star teams than your average just player. We're talking about somebody that's been to 20 straight All-Star appearances at the recording of this series. He's been in All-Star games with guys like Shaq, Vince Carter, Allen Iverson, Kobe Bryant, and he spoke to that, saying how it was cool, and remembering back on his first time, and mentioning that he was kind of upset, being as though he wasn't an All-Star his rookie year. But as time went on, we all know that LeBron James has a rightful place in NBA history when it comes to, he's been an All-Star MVP. He has, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he has the most points in All-Star game history, if I'm not mistaken. There's no record unscathed by this man at this point in time, and like you said, at this point, when he first did the All-Star thing, he wanted to go to every party and things like that. Now he just wanted to relax, chill with his family. And you could tell, because I don't think LeBron James went to any All-Star festivities last year. I don't think he was at any. I don't think LeBron James actually came to All-Star weekend until the actual game was being played. So that was interesting. And then you see the spin of it with Anthony Edwards, and he's on the plane with his family and friends, and they're taking shots and playing cards. It's more of a atmosphere. It's more of an atmosphere for All-Star than with LeBron. LeBron is really relaxed during his time getting ready for All-Star. And Anthony Edwards was saying things like, I'm excited, and you hear words from his sister and things like that. Also, when you fast forward to, just how Jason Tatum was speaking about All-Star, and knowing that this is where he's supposed to be, or this is what he wanted to work towards, because he's been here so long and so many times that now he knows what to expect, as opposed to when he was first a rookie, and not a rookie, but a younger player, and he was excited for All-Star. Now he just knows what to expect at this point. Now, guys like, again, in the last episode, we know that Domantas Sabonis was not voted an All-Star, so he took the time during the actual break to spend it with his family and dedicate that time to going on vacation and doing a I guess a reset. And he spoke to, can he can he turn off basketball during vacation? And his answer was an immediate yes. And for me, guys like him who we know give their all, not saying that the other guys in this particular, series isn't, but we know guys like him who are like bodies are beaten on a constant basis from being down low and being banged into by other players. Having that break is very, very important. So we see LeBron get to Indianapolis, and he's making the jokes about how cold it is and things like that. And one thing that he said didn't stick out to him of how important that the All-Star was for him wasn't until he actually got to the arena and he started seeing how many cameras were surrounded around him. But he was in the locker room making jokes about the shorts that they had for him and things like that. And then it went into him being around the other guys in the locker room, all-stars as well, Stephen Curry's, Kevin Durant's, of course Anthony Davis, multiple time all-star as well. And you just see LeBron taking it all in, taking it all in and understanding the moment, from being an initial all-star your first time to 20-time all-star is unbelievable in my opinion. We've seen LeBron James on many stages, whether it's LA, whether it's Vegas, whether just things like that, and he spoke to that also. So looking at the players that were all-stars this past season, the Anthony Edwards, the Damian Lillard, all of these guys, and I know it's special for everybody not to only be voted, but to be a part of a game with so many great individual talents. So fast forward from that, you get to, guys talking about after All-Star and ramping it up, because now you have that period where, it's past the halfway point. So guys are speaking to getting ready for the second half of the season, and Jimmy Butler came up and was getting worked out in, I believe it was in USC, but like you said, things were focused on basketball because he wants to get better, but he would not be human if he did not think about his dad, because again, it sucks to lose people. And if you ever lost somebody, you know exactly what he means. You want to feel like it gets easier as time goes on, but every day is different. So I definitely felt him when it came to that. So you saw that in his performance when it came to the following game that the Heat played against the New Orleans Pelicans. He was engaged in the game, very Jimmy Butler-like, a man that does it all, and we knows that. But it was one moment in the game where it got very chippy during the game, and Jimmy Butler was eventually ejected. But who's to say what was he dealing with at the moment, that if you didn't know, again, we knew because of this series what he was dealing with, but Jimmy Butler was being Jimmy, in my opinion. He wasn't taking no crap, and he eventually got ejected from the game. Now, you go on to Anthony Edwards and his girlfriend or kid's mother, and they had the baby shower and things like that. They were playing games and enjoying the family. You seen Timberwolves players there and everything, Luka Garza and things like that, just family time. So it goes into more of the same. Basically, you see her and at the doctor's appointments and things like that. So following that, the next scene was LeBron James going into his game versus the Nuggets, where he broke the 40-point record. But I really don't want to give away but so much. I know this is supposed to be a short form video for you guys, But I would really say episode 6 I really enjoyed. I would say for you guys to really watch this series. I'm deep diving, I'm dissecting each episode, and I really enjoy it. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can know anytime a video is being uploaded to this channel. It's Astronaut H. This is the What More Do You Want Network, and I catch you guys on the next video.